at what he does. The doctor and Leela want to determine exactly what that is. They would be wise to be wary of a ventriloquist whose dummy is named Mr. Sin, and of the talons of Weng Chiang.
Next week, the doctor intends to show Leela around Brighton. But when they emerge from the TARDIS, they find themselves in dense fog in a barren landscape. In little time, they will discover the horror of Fang Rock. Fang Rock is not the latest wave in music. Though signals do emanate from its surface, their purpose is not entertainment, unless, of course, one has a very morbid sense of humor. Stay tuned if you dare, and witness the horror of Fang Rock. Next week, the doctor gets very introspective, as does Leela, and we meet the multi-talented robot with a pedigree. Join us next Sunday evening at 11 and try to see the invisible enemy. Sometimes, in order to succeed, you have to get inside yourself. We, of course, understand that to be a metaphor, but the doctor and Leela will have to take the phrase quite literally if they intend to overcome the invisible enemy. What does a 12-million-year-old human skull do? Anything it wants to, as you will learn when you join us next Sunday night at 11 for Image of the Fendal. Wednesday at 11. Follow the pioneers as they journey west to a new frontier filled with danger. From the land and its people.
I tell you, they ain't real people like you and me, soldier boy. They're no good. We can't have peace. Do you want it? They shall kill you. You shall kill me.
Centennial continues Wednesday at 7.
Oh, hi, Ollie.
It's a salute to the best in children's television from the 1940s to the 1980s.
Are you kidding?
From Mr. Rogers
You ever have a feather for a friend?
to Mr. T.
Take it from me.
Jackie Cooper is your host for the
American Children's Television Festival.
WTTW honors excellence in children's programming Wednesday at 9.
You're watching Channel 11
WTTW.
in Chicago.
The regenerated doctor, his mind blurred by the change, must escape the Pharos guards. Will Edric, Nyssa, and Tegan be able to get him back to the TARDIS? We will learn that, and a great deal more in Castrovalva. Next week, the TARDIS lands on a giant alien starship headed for Earth. Come along for the ride. It's 4 to Doomsday, next Sunday night at 11.
Indonesia. 2 brothers taken from...
Meet the green-skinned monarch and his assistants' persuasion and enlightenment, and be privy to a horrifying secret. Next on 4 to Doomsday. Next week, the Doctor, Edric, and Tegan explore a new planet and chance upon the wind chimes. That bizarre natural formation will open the doors to next week's adventure. Join us Sunday evening at 11 for Kinda. When on a strange new planet, it's a good idea to stick together when venturing abroad, as Tegan will soon find out. Travel with us now to Devaloka and meet, among others, the Kinda. Next week, our time travelers land in 17th century England, a land ravaged by the plague, and more. Join us next Sunday evening at 11 for The Visitation.
The TARDIS lands in a peaceful forest grove. A fully rested Nyssa joins the Doctor, Adric, and Tegan as they set out to explore their new surroundings. They have not the slightest inkling of the horror that awaits them. It will soon be manifest in The Visitation.
England in the 1920s and a fancy dress ball are just two of the ingredients in next week's unusual adventure. Be with us next Sunday night at 11 for Black Orchid.
Captain Scott calls it the worst journey in the world. 883 miles across a frozen continent to the South Pole. A tale of bravery and conviction. Struggle for the pole. Next time on Adventure.
Struggle for the Pole, Monday at 8.
We have a practical problem here.
Not as simple as all that.
To me it is.
A son is trapped between loyalty to his father and the need to get on with his own life.
Gene wants to get married.
Alice.
Gene wants to move to California and get married.
Alice, shut up!
I can't help it. You've never faced up to him. You'd let him ruin your life.
I can take care of my own.
You can't.
American Playhouse presents I Never Sang for My Father.
I Never Sang for My Father, Wednesday at 9.
Next time on Hollywood, a look at the effects of the First World War on the movie industry.
By 1918, 80% of all American films were made in California. Hollywood was the production center of the world.
The old mother kisses her son. Oh, the lasses will be laughing, oh, the laddies who fought and won.
Hollywood Goes to War, Saturday at 9.
You're watching Channel 11 in Chicago.
Tonight, Roseanne Arquette meets her future in-laws David Byrne and Hope Lang in one of life's trying times.
Funding for this program has been provided by this and other public television stations.
Ever since I was a small child, I've always felt a part of me was invisible. The older I got, the more invisible I became. It wasn't a bad feeling. Actually, it was something of relief to feel light and far away from where anyone could touch you or poke at you.
What the hell's going on around here, Fred? And where do you two Looney Tunes propose we have breakfast?
Then I met Maxwell. And all this blood and feeling and craving blazed up inside of me like the hottest fire in the coldest night. I wanted so much to impress Maxwell's family. I wanted so much to make them like me. It was their 30th wedding anniversary. If only I had stayed away from that large lemon pie. Does my hair look all right? I mean, it looks different now from the way it was in their house back that autumn. Are you sure this doesn't make any sense to anybody? It feels kind of silly to me right now. I don't know. I was so nervous back then. And we were so stupid. I mean, we didn't even tell them I was coming. Maxwell thought it would be more exciting if we surprised them.
Oh, Max is here.
Hi. Maxwell.
Hi.
Oh.
You had us worried nearly half to death.
Yeah, I did. Sorry I'm late. Prepping anniversary.
It's my fault, Mrs. Fletcher. I forgot your gift.
Oh, don't be silly.
Mom, this is Kara Dimmer.
Nice to meet you.
So, shall we come in?
Oh, yeah, come on in. I'm not eating the neighborhood. Come on in.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, Richard. What are you doing?
Happy anniversary, Mrs. Fletcher. I'm so sorry we're late. We got clear to Lockville before I realized I'd left your gift back at our apartment. I had it laid right out on the bed. I feel like such a dunce.
On the bed, huh? And she's cute, too.
Byron, please.
This is my sister, Allison.
Hi.
And my husband, Byron.
I'm Buckshot.
Hi, Buckshot.
I'm glad you made it, Uncle Matt.
Oh, yeah?
We're hungry. Dinner's been ready for over an hour.
Oh, I'm sorry I held you all up. Oh, it smells good. Smells like a roast.
It was.
Karen?
Kara.
Kara, would you like to go upstairs and freshen up? I think dinner's probably ready to be served just about any minute now, huh?
Thank you, Mr. Fletcher. It's so nice to meet all of you.
All right. I guess I should have called. I don't know. I just wanted to surprise you, that's all.
Oh, thank you, Maxwell. I am very surprised. We are all surprised. But I am not happy.
Oh.
Nobody is happy.
Come on, what do you want?
You see you're living with her? How can you be living with her? We've never even heard of her.
You're meeting her tonight, aren't you? Come on, Mom. She's really wonderful. And don't worry about us sleeping together. Don't. We're engaged.
You're engaged?
Yeah.
But we don't know a thing about her. We haven't even set a place for her at the table. We only have 7 matching chairs. I wanted to get 8 like normal people, but your father said 7 was enough. Now look what happens. You're fine. You'll do just fine. You'll survive this.
Oh, my God. I feel as a ghost. The pot roast is wonderful, Mrs. Fletcher. Please tell me what sort of wonderful flavoring ingredients did you use? That is so stupid. Stupid. Terrible.
Tonight, a landmark adventure. The first to introduce the Time Lords and explain the Doctor's origin. The last Patrick Troughton story, and one of the very longest, which we'll present over 3 Sunday nights. Stay with us now for part 1 of The War Games. What are these aliens up to? What mysteries lie in the area indicated by the blank space on the map? The War Games will continue next Sunday night at 11:25. Have you ever wished you could watch Doctor Who every night of the week? Have you ever wished you could watch Doctor Who? Have you ever wished you could watch Doctor Who every night of the week?
The answer to your question's obvious, isn't it?
But is it possible? Doctor Who every night of the week?
I advise you to try.
I can't. I literally can't. You create a cosmic disaster.
But maybe for just one glorious week.
The question is, where?
Where else but on Channel 11?
Seconds. All systems check for final countdown.
John Pertwee's back. And to celebrate, we're having a week-long Doctor Who Fest beginning Monday, December 8th at 10:30. Don't miss it!